Hi, so I thought I'm gonna share the challenge I set myself for this year with you. And the challenge is to read most of the books on my TBR. So the first step I did so far is to write all of the books in a list to know how many I have. And I found some books that, like this one, I know for sure it doesn't belong to me. And it's the second book of a series. I haven't read the first one, and I think this belongs to a friend. So maybe I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna include it in my list. And from what I've counted, I have over 100 books, but some of them I haven't found yet. So I have to search for 3 books. For one, I know for sure I have it, but I have no idea where it is. And I'm gonna show you an overview of the books I have, at least of most of them. Like I have these, then on here these, and then on here I have all of those. I sorted them in a way where the books that I want to read first are on top. Then those where I'm not that excited are in the second, and down here I'm thinking if I even want to read them. This book card also has this side. Like most of my books are German. Here are all my Warrior Cats books. These are kind of on the top of my shelf actually, but I want to keep all of them together. And down here are books that I've had for years and don't know if I want to read them. And I finally found one of the books I was searching for. So there are 2 missing. I'm gonna see if I find them, maybe. Well, one of them I think I've thrown out, and the other one I don't know. Also, I have some books up here. Also, a little bit up here and here. Like these are all to read. The one thing I'm gonna exclude are my Norwegian books because I can't read fluid in Norwegian. Here I have some English books. And I think over here is just some. So over here I have my Shadow series. I've already read the first 2 and the first 2 novellas. So only these 3 books that I currently have are unread. Also, I have the Akota series still to read. Down here, I have the Prime Mating Agency, the last 4 books to read. This book that I think is still missing in my list. I'm gonna lay it over here. I have the first of the Good Girls Guide to Murder series to read, the Book Eaters Bubble, and those 3 down here that I bought in a thrift store. And here are all the books that I've read so far that I kept. I used to read a lot from books in the libraries, but now I think I should really finish my own books. This year I already finished 3 books. One of them was One of Us is Lying. Then down here I have my Illumicrate books. I already finished The Red Scholar's Wake this month, and what was the third? I somehow forgot what it was. Oh yeah, it was Fate the Wings Saga, the second book. So this is actually supposed to be my main bookshelf, but there is a ton of stuff on there that isn't supposed to be here. Over here I have one space just for my favorite book series. The first book is with a friend, and the third I'm currently reading and hoping to finish soon. Also, I've started to read Frankenstein. I have this here. And these are the books I'm currently reading. And I've also decided to make sure that I don't buy that many books additionally to what I currently have. I'm going to set €1 aside for every book that I've read. And that is the only money I'm going to spend on books. Like, I'm not going to spend more money than I now have. Right now it's €3 for the 3 books I've read. I decided to do this with the €1 per book because there are some series that I probably want to finish then, and then I can at least buy the books from that. By the way, the exception for this €1 rule only is the Illumicrate book, because I'm not going to cancel the subscription because of that, and it's just going to be 1 book per month additionally. I have to be honest, it's like the second week of the new year, and I've read 3 books so far. I usually don't read that much, which is why my TBR got that large, because I somehow end up to buy 3 books for 1 book that I've read, which is not a good idea. Okay, so I've kicked 2 books out. One of them I sorted out, and the other one I think is at my parents' house. I don't know. I also don't know what book that is. And yeah, so my list is complete. Here are the books that I own. So it's 148. I've so far read 43 books of this list, which isn't a lot. These are about 29%, and I have 500 books. And I thought I started with 94 this year. Now I have still 105 to go. And I don't want to. But my goal is not to read every book, but to read a lot of them at least. Like, I'm happy when I read 50 this year, because then it's at least a lot less. Also, I might decide that I'm going to get rid of some of the books because I just don't like them, or I'm not interested in the topic. So I know there are some books that I might just DNF because, well, why shouldn't I? Like, I have some crime books down here like that, and I don't like reading crime. But maybe I'll get into it by trying them. Also, I have some really, really thick books, and I hate reading thick books because I just think it takes very long and it's not that comfortable to hold them. Anyway, we'll see each other soon, I hope. And I'm gonna tell you how my progress was. Bye.